Why is there so many emotionally triggered people? All right, let's get into this. Dr. Robert Cassar, eartheracademy.com. This is another Rethinking Reality, just for you to be able to sort of rethink this perspective, this reality, into the fishbowl, into the looking glass, right? Why are there so many people that are emotionally triggered? Or you can say emotionally unsound or not grounded. So you've probably noticed that a lot of people, get emotionally triggered very easily, just talking about politics, talking about religion, talking about racism, talking about your diet, whether you should be a vegan or a carnivore or a Mediterranean diet, whatever it is, okay? Your perspectives, okay, are taking control of your emotions. But why? Think about it. Why does the emotional body, because the emotional body is, you can translate to the emotional or energy in motion. It's a body within the body that you call your own body, but this emotional body is, well, it's multifaceted, because remember, the emotions can have a full swing, full spectrum of feelings, and emotions give feelings but also change biology. So if you're scared, you have fear, you have doubt, you've committed some type of sin, okay, you're sorrowful, whatever it is, some type of negative feeling, then that's going to produce an emotional response. So there's lots of different types of emotions, right? And it's nice to have emotions at times, but then again, why are you being triggered so easily? Okay, having emotions is a gift, but also it can be a curse if your biology is, well, if it's polluted. So let's just get into the first part. Why could it be possible that you're emotionally unsound? Because your body's polluted. Okay? And polluted can go far. Your body could be plugged. Are you overweight? Remember? Have you accumulated heavy metals, particulates, just from cooking, from using utensils, silver utensils, or so-called silver, but they're stainless steel, right? Stainless steel is made out of nickel and other types of heavy metals that are not good. So aluminum, a lot of different things. So toxicity is super big when you accumulate it, because when you accumulate toxicity of any type, and it could be because of pesticides, insecticides, herbicides, fungicides, could be because of petrochemicals, could be because you are accumulating pollutants because you're using pharmaceuticals. And pharmaceuticals, remember, are synthetic petrochemicals. So the every ill has a pill theme has taken over. So there's lots of different ways to get polluted, just breathing the air if you live in the city. In the afternoon, remember, the city, in a lot of major cities, from all the cars and just cars that are breathing in air and they're exhaling dirty air, or you can call high levels of unburnt fuel going into the air. So everybody's got all different types of poisoning, just from wrapping your potato in aluminum foil, cooking your fish in aluminum, using underarm deodorant, which has aluminum in it, all different types of any type of synthetic fragrance, remember, is a chemical. And those chemicals will change the way you feel, because estrogenic chemicals will also, another level, remember, pollutants go deep. Estrogenic chemicals, if you haven't seen our Estrogen Fed Society video, that's a good one for you to see. Just because I go into estrogen will change the way you feel, which will manipulate your energy body, which is your emotional body, right? Energy and motion, these are your emotions. So doing a detox, not diet, but a lifestyle, is very important. So we've got lots of tips of the days. You know, they're just simple things. And of course, I've grown up over the years, as we all do, and we grow up a little more each day, or sometimes we don't grow anymore and we stay in our own delusions, right? So Second way that you can, of course, have a very easily triggered emotional body, because like I said, once you get polluted, your emotional body with mercury now has frustration to it. It has, you can call it anger. You don't know why you're feeling these ways, but this is a direct component of being heavy metal toxicity. So let's get into now wireless exposure. Okay, radio frequencies. Radio frequencies are radiation. Okay, so like radar. Okay, radiation, and microwave radiation is all of the wireless technology that we use in different forms, but it's all microwave radiation. Watch our video on RF frequencies. You can hear the sounds of the microwaves in the air with an acoustometer. So I'll show you what it sounds like. And all you can do is of course, shield yourself, get out of its way. Don't use things that have wireless tech to them. Try to stay hardwired as much as you can. The wireless, the radiation is, if you get too much, what happens is, you have to keep my words careful here, you get radiation, microwave radiation poisoning, which have the same symptoms of colds and flus and aches and pains and headaches and all different things that would cause you to falter. So be careful of that. So that can change your emotional body very easy. Now you're polluted. Now you're swimming. You're saturated in Wi-Fi. You're saturated living next to a cell tower. You're saturated just being in your house and not being cognizant of where your electrical magnetic fields are coming from. Like maybe you sit in your office and you've got your feet on one of the bus stations that hold, several plugs. That thing is massive in the amount of electrical magnetic activity, and it's draining your body dry by making a huge electronic field because you got your feet next to it under your office. Like I said, I've done lots of videos on all these little pieces, and it takes a long time to be able to upgrade, enhance, and optimize your world, your lifestyle. It's like I said, it's not anything more than a life. It's a lifestyle, and you should go ahead and be able to see that this would be a worthy lifestyle, is to be able to keep the body as clean as you can, not only to get out of things ways, okay, protect yourself in certain ways. Remember, a circular saw is a beautiful tool, okay? But if you don't understand it, you'll cut your leg off, you'll cut your finger off, okay? Accidents do happen, but if you have no idea about microwave technology, well, you may want to look into that so you can see what it does to biology. And if you're feeling emotionally unsound, then try to get away from using all wireless devices. If you want a phone, then see if you can get a hardwire phone. If you're going to use your cell phone, then get yourself an extension. Look, I'm on a cord here. My phone is on airplane mode right now. The Wi-Fi shut off, the Bluetooth shut off. There's nothing working but my camera. But everything I use to this phone has to be wired. Even holding it real close to your face, remember the antenna's on the bottom of the phone, and you put it in your pocket, you put it in your chest cavity, right? You put it in your if you're a man, in your front pocket. If you're a woman, you like wearing them in your back pocket for some reason. Okay? These things are on all the time. So even when you shut your phone off and it's on airplane mode, if you are going to shut it off, make sure that your Wi-Fi shut off, make sure that your Bluetooth shut off. If not, it's still going, and it does cause biological dysfunction if you're sensitive to feel it. If you're not, most likely your body's been now accustomed to this type of frequency. And remember, 1G gave you a certain frequency, a certain amount of power, a certain amount of information in the air. 2G, second generation, gave you texting. 1G gave you telephone. 3G gave you internet. You had to download things, right? It gave you internet, though, access. 4G did what? It gave you live streaming. So everything is more instant, and everything flies through the air. So you can see living in the city is a super saturated thing. I go to the city. I'm going right now, and I got about 2 hours there. I'm going to work out, do a few errands, because of the huge amounts of radio frequencies, microwaves, everywhere. Makes me feel sick, makes me feel dizzy, makes me feel hungry, makes me feel like sedated and confused also. So if I'm going to town and I need to go get some things, I better write them down first, because when I get there, I start getting scrambled, like everybody you see walking around. And after a while, remember, if you drink every day, you get used to drinking. You smoke weed every day, you get used to smoking weed. You smoke cigarettes every day, you don't even get high, you just smoke just because of you can call it the addiction, right? Whatever you want to call it. Okay, microwave, same thing. It's an addiction. Remember, it controls your feelings, because if you get a dislike on something, remember, social media is controlling people's feelings only because you're watching a lot of things that you most likely shouldn't be watching. Anyways, these are all pieces. I'm just making you think, why are you easily triggered right now? Okay, remember, there's many, many, many reasons why. Maybe you're not getting enough sleep. It's because maybe you don't shut off your Wi-Fi at night. Okay? And like I said, my house, just like everybody's house, if you were in the know, then you would hardwire your house, and it's very easy to do. Okay? So, next level of emotional instability is watching the television, watching horror films, watching the news, okay, getting caught up in the world's woes. You're becoming emotionally unsound, emotionally triggered, right? I got just the air in here because I want to keep the window shut, and that thing chokes my throat, the positive ions coming out of there. So air conditioning is another, it's an assault. It makes you dry and everything, but it's not going to manipulate your feelings. But if you add all these pieces together, like you're driving an electric car, you're driving an electric box, a microwave box. Okay, everything's Bluetooth, you've got all the technology, all using electronics, you're sitting on 2 huge batteries with a huge electrical magnetic field. Okay? Watch our video on enhancing your testosterone and improving your testosterone, stimulating your testosterone. Because anytime you have pollutants in your body, you're saturated in microwaves, your hormones are going down the drain. Your hormones are being waxed. Okay? So if you're feeling these different ways, well, then move out of the city, right? I'm coming into town right now, and there's an apartment building here. It's like maybe 10 stories tall, and it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cell towers on the top of that thing. Poor people that live up there. And so I'm starting to feel the feelings of getting waxed. And if you can't hear it, that's fine. Buy an acoustometer. Like I said, watch the video I did. And you can hear what your body can't hear, or your ears can't hear. Well, you can't hear them, but your body feels it. Remember, it's an unnatural frequency. It's in the air. It's not a natural frequency. It's a pulse technology. Pulsed. 2.4 gigahertz, just so you know, is 2.4 billion pulses per second. Like little machine guns coming out of microwaves. 2.4 billion per second. Your iPod you put in your ear, 2.4 billion pulses of microwave. Low watt microwave, okay? But it's still pulsing inside your system. You know when you hold your phone for a while and you're talking to somebody on the speakerphone, okay? Your hand starts going numb. If you have any feelings left in your body, your body's sensitive to being healthy versus not being healthy, you'll notice that your hand and your arm will start turning numb. Okay? Your phone in your pocket. Feel your tissue after you wear it for an hour right there, just really lightly on the skin. You'll notice that it has a different feeling because it's slightly numb. What do you think? And even if it's not on, it's still on because the GPS is tracking you all the time. all your dings, your text messages, everything is still working. You're just not on the phone talking. So if your body, okay, is healthy and you live in a healthy environment, a more naturalistic environment, then you should be very happy. And if you live in the city and your body's polluted, then I know that you are not happy. And if you feel that you are, you're not. Okay? Being happy, of course, is something that a lot of people have forgot, is because it's not being presented to you. If you live in an environment that's saturated full of Wi-Fi, do you think you're going to feel happy? You're going to feel waxed. You're going to feel confused. You're going to feel aggravated, frustrated, okay? Fear, doubt, uncertainty. This is the feelings of something that you don't know what's bothering you, but something is, and it gives you symptoms of other things. Like when I come here, I can feel it now. My stomach's getting a little nauseated. It makes me feel like I'm hungry, and I'm not hungry, okay? At all. So, you know, triggering the emotional body, if you've got heavy metal poisoning, like I said, and you've got yourself, now let's go to another level, parasites. Parasites not only inhabit the body, live in the body, replicate in the body, colonize in the body, but they also defecate in the body. They poop in the body. Okay? So what do you think? Okay? Do you think that the poop, very toxic feces, of all different types of species, of anything that's alive in your system, its exhaust is as your exhaust, as you eat food, and food going in and food going out is different. Okay, one is alive, you can say, going in. Okay, it's all nice colors and everything comes out brown. It's all been extracted. Okay, this is where a lot of people feel sickly, is because of this parasite poop in the body. We've had many videos what we've done using hydrogen peroxide to remove parasite feces, okay, in the body. You can do many different types of protocols, okay, to be able to reduce the amount of toxicity from parasites by, number one, removing them, by doing simple protocols, starting out and learning of how to practice, because it's all an experiment, learning how to practice with various different herbal protocols and also pharmaceutical protocols. Okay, but the body is polluted if you've got microbes in you. And there's different microbes. Remember, there's anaerobic microbes. These are the pathogenic microbes. These are the ones that don't live in oxygen. And there's aerobic bacteria, aerobic creatures, and of course those are your friends. Okay, as the literature would state. But the pathogenic ones, there's not a good one there that's good for you. Mold, fungus, okay, all different types of things that live without oxygen, that thrive without oxygen, that thrive in an acidic environment, thrive in a environment that suits them to colonize. So the emotional body can be triggered very, very easily now, since you're polluted. Wi-Fi cell. I'm looking at this big tower right now. Look at that thing. Whoa, is that thing scary looking. Parasites, remember, heavy metal toxicity. And you add all these pieces up, and we're not even talking about a lot of the other pieces. You've got plastics that get lodged up in the body that cause the body not to flow. Remember, if you're overweight, you're just eating a lot of foods that your body, of course, doesn't digest, but all the parasites inside do. So if you've gained weight, okay, if you are overweight, as they say, overweight to your natural weight, and I'm looking at people right now, and I see huge people. She's skinny legs and big, huge abdomen. Okay, that's high estrogen in my book. A lot of the foods that people are eating have a lot of estrogen in them. Okay, the plastics, okay, the synthetic scents. Again, there's lots of stuff just to learn on YouTube to get your mind ready to be able to learn detoxification, or at least practice it. I gotta put the window down here. I'm choking in this air. But a lot of the, well, the protocols, practices, and principles that I go way deeper into are on Earther Academy. $10 a month, cancel anytime. There's a lot of protocols that you can experiment with there. Twist around to your own liking. And remember, I'm only showing you what I've done. And if I've shown this to you, I'm going to try to explain as much as we can about everything that I want you to know about. So, yeah, anyways, I better sign off here. I'm going to work out first here at BJ Penn's. And then I'm going to do some errands. But I feel waxed right now from all the wireless stuff here. They only have a one-way driveway, and I missed the driveway, so. They just moved the gym here just a few days ago. So this is my third workout here now. Beautiful gym inside, BJ Penn and a UFC gym. Took them like a couple years to put this thing together, but it's really, really nice inside. Super nice for Hilo to have a nice gym like this. And I'm going to go in right now and I'm going to release all of the tension in my emotional body because I'm going to do exercise, because there's not just things that assault you, but there's things that maybe you're not doing that will also cleanse the emotional body. Remember, detoxing cleanses the emotional body. But exercise, what it does is balances the emotional body. When you push really hard doing weights or cardio or whatever you're doing, okay, intensity, then what happens is that your body gets all of its aggro energy out of itself. And when you're finished, your brain chemicals have all the natural dopamine instead of your telephone giving you dopamine because you got a thumbs up. Jesus, this whole place is packed. All right, I guess I got to go around the back. This place is busy. That's good though. Cars means they'll stay in business. So I think a lot of other people too, because there's a few other gyms here, and everybody wants to work out at the new gym, especially if they all cost pretty much the same price. All brand new equipment and everything else. And it's nice to work out at a gym because you stay away from all the BS. You know, don't bring your phone in the gym, okay? Just don't. I see everybody in the gym, most people wearing wireless, those iPods or some type of wireless device on their heads, scrambling their brains, scrambling their bloody brains. That's not good. Okay. Anyways, do yourself a favor. If you're emotionally triggered, that means most likely you're going to need some heavy metal detoxification. That's what that means. So I think it would be very smart for you to even just entertain looking into why you feel that you're emotionally triggered just because someone said something. Maybe they said something to you and they're trying to help you, but you just don't want to hear it just because. Why? I don't know. Maybe you feel insecure. Insecurity means that you don't feel good. And if you don't feel good, then how are you going to do anything good? Okay, I just wanted to give you a quick video. I got lots to do today. We're picking lychee. We have the lychee season. And, you know, got, like I said, over 1,000 trees. So, take this thing off the rack here. So, you know, we picked over 4,000 pounds yesterday. 4,500 pounds the day before, 4,000 pounds, 3,800 pounds. So we're picking a lot of lychee right now. We pay the picker 75 cents a pound. They can make $200-300 a day, easy. Some people make more. Some people make less, right? Too, because if you're not enthusiastic to go ahead and work hard or work fast or work smart, then well, you get discouraged because everybody else is doing 350 pounds and you're only doing 80 pounds. What's the deal? But in time, people that want to go ahead and learn outdoor work. Because going to the gym, just like going doing outdoor work, if you're doing indoor work and you've never worked out in the gym, then it takes you a good 2 to 3 weeks for your body to want to work out in the gym, to want to work outside. Okay, so it can transform itself and feel what it is good to be out in the sun. It feels good to be able to work out, but the first couple of weeks you're going to get sore. Don't do too much. Just work out your whole body 3 times a week and get into it little by little. You do too much, you're just going to get sore and you're going to get discouraged. So anyways, okay guys, we'll see you guys. Watch yourselves, and if you feel that you're emotionally triggered really easy, or people tell you that you are, just know that most likely the 3 big categories: parasites, RF frequencies, and heavy metal toxicity and or particulate toxicity. And that could be a lot of things. So anyways guys, we'll see you. Aloha, and don't just stay strong, get strong. And that takes effort. So, you know, watch other people's lifestyles and just sort of copy them, emulate what they're doing a little bit. I mean, I see this guy right here. This guy's 60 years old. He's going to the gym and he looks good. The best people I see in shape in the whole town is right in this gym. Everybody else, as soon as I walk outside, I'm looking across the street. It costs you less over here, okay? And I see people 30, 40, 50, 100 pounds overweight. Whoa, doggy. Okay, and you got a big belly sticking out of your waist. Remember, you're full of parasites. What do you think that is? Anyways, we'll see you guys. Aloha, and have a beautiful day. All right.